Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. John 3:6, verse 35.
In the ancient Middle East, bread was a staple part of people's diet. It was the most reliable source of energy for the body and was readily available with little preparation. For the Israelites in particular, bread was considered a special food because of its religious connotations. In the tabernacle and later the temple, there was a table with showbread in the holy place that represented God's desire to fellowship with his people, as well as the bit of manna that was hidden in the Ark of the Covenant in the Holy of Holies as a symbol of God's provision. When Jesus used phrases such as bread of life and bread from heaven, his listeners would have immediately thought of the story of manna. God gave manna to the traveling Israelites in the wilderness to save them from certain death by starvation. In a similar way, God gave Jesus to the world to save us from certain death by separation from him. But Jesus wasn't simply drawing a parallel to Moses. He taught that bread of life is greater than the manna their ancestors had received under Moses. In fact, his declaration came shortly after the feeding of the 5,000, a miracle that became an object lesson about the greatness of Jesus over Moses. The manna God provided through Moses only satisfied temporarily. The manna Jesus was offering in his very life satisfies eternally. Jesus offers himself to all who believe in him, an invitation to fellowship that isn't restricted to priests as the showbread was, but is open to all. Just as Jesus himself ate with the tax collectors, prostitutes, and sinners. And in the beautiful picture of the Last Supper, we're reminded that Jesus' body was broken, securing our place at God's table. As a morsel of bread becomes a part of our bodies and gives us energy, so Jesus becomes a part of us when we believe in him and opens access to fellowship with God. He satisfies every longing and desire with himself. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand there are pleasures evermore. The bread of life invites us to feast on him.
Jesus, you are everything I've ever wanted. But how often I turn to other things to satisfy the desires of my soul. Forgive me for replacing you with idols in my life. Only you can satisfy. Teach me to hunger for you and feast on you. May you be my heart's chief desire. Amen.
Many people try to fill the void in their lives with more stuff. More shopping, more money, more friends, more food. But they're always left wanting more. As Christmas draws near, examine your hearts and desires. Do you crave more stuff? Or do you crave more Jesus? Ask him to give you a hunger for more of him.